A few weeks ago, a good friend of mine called me up and just said, "Hey, Carl, I need you to pray for my wife. My wife of 20 years is about to be taken off of life support because she's just succumbed to COVID and there's really nothing we can do." So he had called to ask for prayer. And of course, I prayed for him. Across the next about hour or so, I had people all across the nation praying for this woman. And by God's grace, the next day he called me back and said, "She's doing better. We cannot believe it. It's amazing. What a miracle is happening. She's getting better." 2 days after that, I got another call that said, "The treatments didn't work. She passed away, and we had to let her go." And it was just a tragic time where we were so up. It was just this roller coaster of trusting in God and then being fearful about the future and not understanding what was going on. And to this day, we still don't quite know exactly what God has done, but we trust in Him, don't we? We trust in Him. And that brought to mind just a short passage of scripture that came from John chapter 2, where Jesus turned the water into wine. If you remember the story, his mom came and said, "They're out of wine." And he said, "What's that to me?" And she said this in chapter 2, verse 5. She said, said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Do whatever he tells you. And that's my point today, is that Mary, when she took this request to Jesus, and then she left the results to Him. She went and said, "Jesus, here's our request. Here's what's going on. Please, would you work in this?" And then she stepped back and said, "Whatever you will do, we will do. We will trust in that." And that's my application to you today. We don't always understand what's going on in prayer, but we trust the Lord, don't we? Let's continue to do that by bringing our requests to Him. And no matter what the outcome is, let's trust in Him. Let's give Him glory for that. I hope you can take some assurance and some comfort from that today.